We want to quickly let you know what's happening on our local dailies. As you can see, Faisal is here with me. I told you he's the man with the numbers. He's the businessman. Here's the thing, Faisal. We're going to jump straight into the Daily Nations, and I've already given you a snippet of what's to expect on the Daily Nation on the forefront, going for the kill, which is also the same thing on the Standard newspaper, all-out war with the political drama that we've been seeing. But right now, let's shift gears to business. There you go. That is the front page of the Daily Nation, going for the kill, in case you want to also have a quick touch on what's happening on the pulse of the country in terms of politics. In the Standard newspaper, all-out war. Ruto's camp accuses Raila of plotting his downfall so that he can join government. Page 6 and 7 on the Standard newspaper. But now let's shift gears to the Business Daily. Like I tell you, Thursdays is our Bulls and Bears segment, where we give special attention to the economy and business aspects. And you can see our very first story right there, Ahmed, is called Bank.
Yeah. This is what we are going to discuss in depth in a few moments. But as you can see there, Cooperative Bank rescues Jamie Bora in buyout deal. Now, the CBK says that they are actually welcoming the proposal, which requires regulatory approval. And the details will be disclosed as the discussions continue to progress going forward.
Apparently, Jamie Bora has been struggling with his insufficient capital, hence why now we are seeing 100, not 50, not 75, not 30, 100.
100% buyout.
Yes.
Yes, and also, you know, Jamie Bora has a different niche market compared to Cooperative Bank. Cooperative Bank is comparatively a bit more high-end as compared to Jamie Bora. This is how it works. Any bank that has more than 5% of the market share when it comes to banking is considered a tier 1 bank.
A tier 1 bank.
Tier 1 bank, meaning it's a big bank. Any bank that has 4.99% to 1% is considered to be a middle tier bank.
A middle tier bank.
Tier bank, yes. And anything below 1% is actually considered to be a small lender or a tier 3 bank. Now, Jamie Bora actually falls in the last category, a tier 3 bank, because its market share is 0.21%.
Jamie Bora's market share.
Compared to Cooperative Bank's 9.6%.
9.6%. And here's the thing, this is Cooperative's first acquisition that we are seeing.
Yes. Remember, Jamie Bora last year was almost bought out by CBA. Yes. Currently NCBA. That is also another merger that we'll be looking at later on.
Here's the thing. So far in Kenya's, in the past, 6 to 8 months here in Kenya, we've seen about 4 acquisitions happen. Now this being the latest one. Co-op Bank in talks to acquire Jamie Bora. Now here's the thing. Jamie Bora has 17 physical branches and about 350,000 workers. What does this mean for them, for a company, for a bank that was struggling with insufficient capital? Something else has caught your eye?
Yes, the Keroche assets, the Keroche Brewery is actually risking asset seizure by Kerry. Remember the dramatic arrest of the
Tabitha Karanja.
Yes. Now, Kerry has actually won the case, and they are looking to collect about 9.1 billion shillings from the brewer. 9.1 billion shillings.
Here's the irony, especially when this was happening. We say buy Kenya, build Kenya. We encourage our own local manufacturing industries. You know, our country's economy is just as powerful as, or just as massive as the muscles of its industry, right? Then you have companies, local-made companies, locally owned companies, such as Keroche. And what it's also doing in terms of also unemployment. So we know our unemployment numbers here in Kenya is so bad. Why are we struggling, or why are we stressing such local companies that, 1, are an employer to our economy, 2, buy Kenya, build Kenya, 3, it also strengthens our manufacturing industry, which is already dead as it is?
You see, the main reason rather why most small industries and big ones like Keroche actually have this sort of cases is the issue of taxation. Taxation has been a widely discussed issue. We talked about taxation when we had the discussion on women in business. You remember when KEPSA managing director was here? This is actually something that transcends Keroche alone. This is something that a lot of industries have been complaining about. A lot of manufacturers that want to come set up in Kenya have been complaining about. Our taxing regime is very high. This is also what MPs have been complaining about when it comes to KRA and trying to meet their obligations. They say that their targets have been going up year after year and they don't know how to meet those particular targets. And what has actually been blamed largely on this is their inefficient way of collecting taxes. So that's why you see a lot of fallback on manufacturers and industries when it comes to tax collections. And we've seen a lot of cases where industries have actually been evading taxes. And that is actually what has led to this big reveal.
All right, we need to take a quick break, Faisal, but I need to give your attention to this. Uber to suspend accounts of drivers hit by coronavirus.
Yes.
Ooh, so here's the thing. Our transport system already, our transport culture system is quite a concern to medical experts. But then even this, as you are seeing, Uber to suspend accounts of drivers hit by coronavirus, we'll also be taking a look at how the aviation system, not only in Kenya, but the global aviation system is truly being affected by this COVID-19. That is also on page 8. On page 8 of the Business Daily.
Remember these ride-sharing apps that are listed in the New York Securities and New York Stock Exchange took a very, very, very big hit when the outbreak of this particular virus started surfacing about a month ago. They lost around $1.5 billion.
$1.5 billion?
$1.5 billion initially. This is Uber, Lyft. Lyft is not in Kenya, but it's a service that is in the US. They lost a lot of money.
Here is the thing. I remember reading that Apple told its investors this first quarter of the year, don't expect our profits to be that good. And this was just in January before it was even declared an epidemic or now a pandemic. I know that is the situation that a lot of industries are looking at. Yeah. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back now, we get into the heart of the discussion. 222422 is our SMS line at Citizen TV Kenya, at Ahmed F. Faisal. See, Trevor, I got his Twitter handle right.
It's not a sentence.
It's not a sentence. I don't know why Trevor says it's a sentence. At Zinzi_K. Those are our Twitter handles. Use the hashtag Daybreak as your ticket into the conversation. Let's take that break.